Hello, all. This is another session of the Ptolus campaign. We are now at session a lot, otherwise known as session 10. Last time shenanigans happened, but before that, does anybody have an announcement?
Yes. So tomorrow night we are, hopefully, if things go correctly, wrapping up a very long arc in our other campaign, Wanderer's Path, at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Come check that out. Because we are wrapping up Wanderer's Path the following Friday, the one moment, please.
9th.
The 9th. Thank you, Shorty. We will not have a streamed session, so we will not see you next Friday. But do come Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for episode 11 of Ptolus. We also dropped episode 3 of Ptolus on YouTube this week, so please check us out on YouTube for all of those shenanigans, as well as check out our Twitter, that is at @RollDestined, in order to keep up with what's going on. And if you are not already in our Discord, come join. That's all I got. I went quick today. Ready, go.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, one more thing. Next week, if things go well and my camera gets here in time, I'm going to do our Destined to Roll's first ever prep session. So I'm going to be doing some homebrew stuff for Wanderer's Path, as well as some world building things. So that'll be to be determined, but stay tuned. Yeah.
DVD?
Yes. Probably Mondays in like the late morning, early afternoon. So, but it depends on when things get here. So anyways, that's it. I'm good now.
All right. So previously on Ptolus, our group managed to thwart the efforts of a rogue mage that was kidnapping and experimenting on people. They then saw that a lot of time had passed since their little foray, about 25 days. And since then, the streets of Ptolus, a gang war started between two factions, the Pale Dogs and Killravens gang. The entirety of the city of Ptolus has felt the effects. Town folks are scared all over. Shopkeepers have been terrorized. The group actually did stumble into a recently murdered magical shop that had been looted. However, a mimic tome of Mimic was left behind as the Mimic was hiding himself, and Opal took possession of this Mimic Book of Mimic and made it her familiar.
I have a baby now.
Yeah. So after that, they went in on shenanigans, which led them to a battle between the Pale Dogs and Killraven. Killraven's gang. They ultimately sided with the Pale Dogs and vanquished the small forces of Killraven's gang. They also subdued and took prisoner a half elf that seemed to be not quite all there. The group suspected that she might be either somebody in disguise or under a spell. They took her prisoner and sent her to a guard cell. They are now traveling back to Castle Shard, where they hope to spend the night. And afterwards, who knows? So yes, it's roughly. I'll say it's roughly 6 p.m. at this point. You guys are between Midtown and Old Town on your way to Castle Sards, which is in Noble's Quarter. What do you guys do?
Franklin does like he says, and he just drops all the money at the table that he knows they'll all see. No, at Castle Shard.
Wait,
Okay.
what money?
The gold that he got from the restaurant.
Okay.
The restaurant? What the fuck am I talking about?
I don't know.
Okay.
The gold he got from the magic shop.
Okay. Just split up. Okay, cool.
So for those of you who are drawing a blank, Franklin sold a lot of junk to
That's right.
the apothecary shop and paid a lot of gold.
That's right.
Oh yes, you guys have gotten to Castle Shard. It is roughly 6:30. Lord Zavir greets you. Greetings! I haven't seen you all your group in a while. Cadmus was worried sick about you and thought you were all dead, but I knew better. Where have you been?
We were just doing some work for somebody else and kind of got trapped in a time loop where we were there for 25 days. But it is fine. We are safe. We are good.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
Don't you?
What a good person. What a fucking loser. I love him so much.
Well, you've all had multiple people inquiring about your whereabouts, and Anel, a lovely woman, as well as messages from a brother Fabitor inquiring on a delicate matter.
Who?
Practices a brother Fabitor. I am not familiar with this person. He practices out of a chapel in Saint Gustave. Finally, the magnanimously greatest, most awesomely awesome, generous, talented, and handsome Mr. Key came by and left a message for Miss Opal. That he is on an assignment and he would be out of town for a few weeks.
Oh, how long ago was that?
He came by not even 5 days ago.
Oh. Alrighty. I guess I want to see Kiki for a while.
I'll have Cadmus prepare supper if you guys are interested. Have you eaten in these past several weeks?
No, I do not believe so. It is rather confusing.
I'll make sure that he makes something special just for this occasion.
Benjamin is very happy at this news.
All right. After about an hour and a half, you guys are treated to a meal of an actual pig on a stick, an entire pig on a stick that has been roasted. Yeah, it's
Damn.
quite delicious. Side orders of rice, vegetables, bread. Out of mead, you wash it all down.
Well, I suppose that we could have a little celebration after, being trapped for so long in the lake.
I don't drink, but I'll gladly watch you all drink, I guess.
I will partake in one glass, and that is all.
I will drink my normal amount, and Benjamin will drink as much as he can.
I will drink.
Cadmus brings down our barrel of mead, seeing Benjamin wash down his tankard.
I thought Benjamin didn't like getting drunk.
Am I playing him wrong? I thought he drank.
No, he did. He didn't understand it, and then I taught him about tea the next day, but he didn't say he was adverse to it.
Okay. Trying to be sure.
What about Tom? What is Tom drinking?
Tom will drink water.
Okay.
So after we rest, what do we want to do? I would love to see if we could get some sort of cleric to look at our little half-elf.
Sure. You think that's the best course of action?
I don't know.
I don't know anything about magic.
It does seem that she is under some sort of spell or, not herself. It is not hard to implement a mask.
So we got the cleric and look at help.
Yes. But tomorrow I want to sleep.
Okay.
Hey, where did we put her?
In jail?
She's in a shell.
Okay.
Remember, they convinced me to turn her over to the guards, and I was not happy.
Oh yeah, they most likely won't let us see her. Oh,
No,
they might let Samuel see
No,
her.
they said we could. They said that they would keep her in a cell, and we could speak with her, and bring whoever we want, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's generous of them.
Yeah. Dumb.
All right. So is that your plan? Try to. I'm throwing a lot of quests at you guys, by the way.
Yeah, there's a lot.
So basically, to recap, you've got Durant that you guys have been trying to figure out where he is.
Mm-hmm.
You guys were provided with information that he's in Old Town, specifically an old, very tall building, about 4 stories high manor in Old Town at the north end. You are aware of several plots going throughout the city. Brother Forbitor has contacted you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you've got the half elf to deal with as well. So yeah, it's up to you guys what you guys want to do. Just giving you your options. Or you could just say screw the DM and I want to explore the city.
The other thing that we haven't really paid attention to in a while is Phon. So Phon, the
girl.
pregnant girl.
I thought you pissed her off or something.
I did, but Opal still wants to know what's going on. But I did piss her off.
Well.
So we're sleeping?
We're looking for Vagger, delivery boy for 3 years. I put Linacran? I don't know what that means. Okay.
Tiger?
Yeah.
Tiger was the original guy you guys beat up.
Who was part
put
of the
on the
Kill
hit.
Dogs or Killraven?
No, Pale Dogs.
Okay.
He Bethul hired Vagger to put a hit on Phon.
That's right.
All right.
And we couldn't figure out why or anything. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Yeah, I suppose after dinner I'll probably head to my room and go to sleep.
Okay, after dinner it would be around 9, just because it was such a feast and everyone was just decompressing and regaling Lord Zavir with the stories. What about the rest of you guys?
If it's 9 and it's been forever since we've been in a bed, I'd probably go to bed too.
I'd probably go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, we're
Franklin will
fucking exhausted.
practice his viol before reluctantly going to bed.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Oh, here it is. Performance. It's a 12.
All right, so you remember all the notes, but unfortunately, it's been about a month for your body that has not practiced. So your fingers are kind of clumsy. After about 45 minutes, are getting a hang of it, just enough to make a few songs that you're relatively okay with. I mean, they're not amazing, but yeah, you would recognize it, and it's better than most performance.
Cool.
So by the time you go to bed, Franklin, it would be roughly 11. Yeah. Franklin, you do get a weird dream. It's a white room. It's a white plane. You don't even know if it's a room or it's an open world, because it's just whiteness as far as the eye can see. And in the middle of it,
When he sees us, Franklin just goes, "Oh, I'm finally dead, thank God," and he just kind of lays back.
after a while, you see a figure that's made out of light, and you don't know if it's close or not or far away. Distance does not seem to matter much, so you don't know if it's a very tall figure very far away or a very small figure pretty close. But it's you get this alien feeling as it's just staring at you. You can't make details out of him. It's a being of pure light.
He looks up. He just says, can I help you?"
You get the sense that it just keeps on staring at you, motionless, studying you.
He's going to get up and very cautiously go to it. And in his head, he's trying to remember the equidistance from him and everyone else's rooms. And when he realizes that he's far enough, he probably chose a room that had a lot of rooms in between him and the others. He just goes and attempts to touch it.
Okay. As you come closer, the figure gets bigger and bigger, and you finally get to after walking what you feel like 50 feet. You finally get to it. It seems like the figure is like 8 feet tall, and it just keeps on staring at you. You still can't make details out of him. But
Big
as you
boy.
touch it, there is this strange feeling of familiar energy that runs through your fingers up to your arm. It recoils a bit, kind of disgusted by your touch.
I mean, same, but
Oh.
just, I'm sorry. He has no idea what to do, so he just kind of just sits there, I guess.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Can I just look around the room?
Sure. As I said, it's not really a room. It's just fields of
Right.
white. Yeah, it's just continually white as far as the eye can see, no matter which side you turn. The figure just disappears and the dream ends. and you wake up in a start, and you're wondering what the hell happened.
I mean, fair.
Okay, I'd say it's roughly 8 a.m. You guys had a good 11-hour sleep because you guys were so beat.
Fucking exhausted.
But yeah, what do you guys do?
We'll want to go to the cleric site.
Good morning. Yes. Let us please go to the cleric. I'd rather get that done sooner than later.
Okay, which cleric are you going to?
Can we go back to the Church of Ash
Sure.
and see our friend Father Gregory or whoever else is available?
You sure can. So, it would take you roughly about an hour to get there by foot. That's what you guys want to do?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold on. 1 second. I don't have 3rd level spells yet. Never mind.
No instant teleport.
No, I was looking to see if I could do this. If I have the ability to detect magic, but I don't have the ability to remove a curse.
Did you use detect magic? I don't think you did.
I didn't because I didn't have it prepared, and so I can't even ritual cast it yesterday.
All right. Cool.
But I could today because I slept. But
All right.
I don't know if I would even be able to. And these guys do shit for free, so I feel like I'd rather just have them do it because they're better at it.
Okay, fair enough.
Not Opal's forte.
All right, so you do get to the Temple of Ash. You do inquire about Father Gregory. He does show up finally. It takes about 20 minutes. You guys are just waiting at the front of the temple, but Father Gregory does show up. Yes, hello, my children.
The good
How are
morning.
you feeling?
Oh, much better.
I'm so glad you guys were acquitted, most of you, from any conviction, and I'm glad, Mr. Azura, that you are faring well.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We happen to run into somebody who is currently in jail. We put her there. She is involved in some gang activity, but I am concerned that she may be under some sort of spell or something. She just does not react, which is very weird.
Oh, that's very odd. And
It is very
besides her reactions, what make you think she's under a spell?
well, it seems that she is like a blank face, a blank slate. There is no emotion, no matter what I said. I appealed to very many different things and persuasion tactics. And it reminds me of other times that I have seen people charmed or influenced or possibly just not there.
Well, hardened criminals have been more brazen in the past month. They're everywhere on the streets. Are you sure she's just not a hardcore criminal?
Trust me, I can be very persuasive.
Very well. I'm free in about an hour. I still have some duties to attend here.
That is very fair.
I could certainly meet you somewhere. Where would this prisoner be located?
I would tell him because I don't remember.
I'm not sure you guys actually asked, to be honest.
In the place, the jail?
I'm assuming the place where we dropped her off at.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We'll say for the sake of convenience that she's in the jail at Oliver Square.
Oh, there's
Same one
multiple
that.
jails?
Oh yeah, there's several.
Oh. Why does that make so much sense and why do I feel dumb?
we'll for the sake of convenience, we'll say she's in the guard tower in Midtown at Delver Square, the same one that Azura and the rest of you were imprisoned by Samuel.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, I will tell him that.
All right. So yes, you guys can just squat around for an hour, or you guys could do something else.
Where is the chapel Are we in the chapel district?
You guys are in the temple district, yes.
Is that where they said Brother Fabador was?
Yes, Brother Favador does have a church, the Church of Saint Gustav in the temple district.
Do we want to go speak with this supposed Brother Fabrador, or do we want to just like go to the guard tower and wait just in case that is no longer a point?
Who's Brother Fabador again?
Oh, they apparently left a message to speak with us when we were, cloned.
That's right. I don't think the meeting should take that long.
I don't know. I mean, we are here. Might as well. Walking around the city is so boring and long. It's so big.
Is that the plan? Are you guys heading to Saint Gustav?
Anybody have anything to say? Like, that's what I would propose.
What would I?
Oh, that sounds good.
Alrighty, let's go.
All right, so you ask around, and yeah, you are able to get direction to Saint Gustav. It's a small chapel, pretty old but very well maintained. A lot of care has been put into the place.
Do I know
there-
what god they worship by any
Uh,
chance?
It's the main religion of Ptolus and the kingdom, the Lothian religion.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
No problem. So Saint Gustav is actually a pretty small chapel. You all in all, you'd guess it could house maybe 50 people attending mass. Yeah. So you guys enter. You are greeted by a nun. Hello. I'm sorry, services have ended for the morning, but we do offer other services at 4 o'clock.
Oh, we are actually here to see Brother Fabrador. Apparently, he stopped by Castle Shard for us.
1 moment, I'll tell him you have arrived. Who may I tell him has arrived?
We don't necessarily have a name. We just have been working for Lord Zavir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did not mean to push. I just assumed that every children of God had themselves a name. I'm
Oh,
sorry your parents have never given you one child.
no, you may call me Opal.
Oh, what a lovely name.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, the nun is going to go back, and after 5 minutes, you see an older gentleman in brown robes, kind of like monks, come by and say, "Ah, Miss Opal, and you must be Mr. Tom, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Benjamin, and Mr. Azura. I've heard great things of you.
What have
Uh,
you heard of us?
well, that you saved one of my parishioners, Phon. She's the one that actually told me about you.
That is all right.
What is a
Uh,
portion?
I'm sorry to have made inquiries about you. It's a delicate matter. I'm sure it's nothing, but after what happened to Fawn, well, Fawn a few days ago has disappeared, and I don't know what happened to her, and I'm starting to grow concerned.
I knew it. When was the last you saw her, and where? And did she say anything about anything weird happening?
Well, the last time I saw her was on the Mass on Sunday, about 4 days ago. She was due to come by and teach a class for the children. We do have classes for the children, kind of community center here. Yeah, a few days ago, but she never showed up. We've made inquiries at her work at Satch's. She is a seamstress over there, and she has not shown up since Sunday either. So
All
I'm
right.
starting to get concerned.
Do you know she? Yes, we saved her, and I'm curious. Do you know of any reason why anyone would be after her?
I know she's a very lovely woman. I mean, she has done nothing to anyone.
And do you know anything of the baby's father?
That is not a subject I wish to talk about.
Please, sir, any little bit of information will help us. We would love to track her down. I was very concerned about her, actually.
I don't see what the child's father has to do with anything.
Is he acting fishy?
Yes,
Can I insight check this?
you sure can.
He is 110% the baby's father. Oh no!
Don't
You
do
could tell-
that.
He's acting kind of cagey, but you can't pinpoint whether it's because he's generally doesn't want to pry into into personal matters of his parishioners, or if it's guilt, or if it's anything in between.
I'll put a hand on his arm and just say, please, sir, we just want what is best for Phon. And I understand if you don't want to talk about it or you don't pry, but any little bit of information, no matter how small, is always important. Trust me, I've done this before.
Make a persuasion check.
19.
The father is a man of the cloth, and I don't want to ruin the reputation. He had a relationship with Phon out of wedlock. It would be very detrimental to him and his parishioners if that came out. I don't want to sully his name.
Man of the cloth means that he's part of the clergy, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Like, I figure Opal would have heard that phrase before, but I have not.
It doesn't mean that he's part of this particular clergy.
Okay.
It's just that he's religious in general.
Got it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I understand that. I've been involved in various religions over the years and know how that may be. Well, we will look out for her, and if you find any information at all, no matter how small, please let us.
Thank you. It's very kind of you. I hope it's nothing, but I'm just growing concerned about Phon. She's such a lovely woman. She does bring a lot of joy into people's hearts.
Does he have a crush on her?
Make an insight check.
12.
He does speak fondly of her, but the guy is like 70 years old.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize how old he was. I'm sorry. That's creepy. Never mind. I take that back. That's gross.
I mean,
thought
he
he
could
was younger.
still be the father. I'm just
I mean, no, you're not wrong. He could still be the father. Okay.
What are Holo, Mr. Azura, and Benjamin doing? And Samuel?
Just listening to conversation.
Yeah, I would just be watching confused because I don't understand why Opal's asking so many leading questions.
Wow.
Kind of just looking around the church.
Still don't know what a parishioner is.
Do any of you have any other questions that I may have forgotten?
Did you see anybody going to church that day that looks suspicious?
No. Oh, not at all. It was just the regular parishioners.
What is a parishioner?
Basically, a person that attends church. Like a member of the a civilian that's a member of the church.
There wasn't anyone new who you'd never seen before, just maybe joined.
No, it's we're a pretty small congregation here. We do not have a lot of people who attend. A lot more. The Church of Lothian is on the decline, unfortunately. A lot of people are mesmerized by these pagan religions that are everywhere in Ptolus.
I low-key, under my breath, scoff just a little bit. Not enough to be noticed, but just like a little bit.
Something that I can think of.
Alrighty.
Anyone you knew who she was close to? She had contact with Recon?
Well, the people she worked at Chach's, I mean, they were a handful of that worked there as seamstresses or as clerks.
That seems like a pretty good place to start.
All right. What's your next move?
I guess our hour is probably almost up.
It's been about, with you waiting and with you traveling, it's been about 35 minutes.
Do
How
we
long is
want-
it going to take for us to get back to the church?
To the guards tower.
The
Sorry,
guard
that one.
tower, about 30 minutes. But
Perfect.
but I mean, Gregory also has to walk there too.
Oh, okay, good point. This is up to you. I can go wait for him there if anybody wants to come with me and if anybody has any other business.
I'm curious about the woman.
I am, but we have multiple things going on and I don't want to stand Father Gregory up and immediately after we can go investigate at her home and at her work. I promise. I'm very concerned about her. I already was.
Why did you say I know? Or I knew?
Why did I say what? Sorry?
You knew it?
Because after somebody, makes a murder attempt that doesn't work, they make more moves. But she didn't want us anywhere near her anymore, so I couldn't do anything about it. Other than just inquire after information, but I suppose we got a little caught up in other things.
We're going to the guards tower?
That's where Opal is heading. I don't know, to wait for him. I don't know if anybody else has anything.
Franklin's also going to the guard tower.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do.
So,
All right, so you head at the guard tower. You get there, and about 20 minutes later, Father Gregory comes by. And yeah, hello. Is this where this woman is held?
Yes, this is.
All right, let's go inside. So yes, part of your deal with the guards was that you would have access to the prisoner, and she has been stored in a basement in her own cell, in the far end of the basement, out of the way of any other prisoners. There's like 2 or 3 cells between her and the other groups of prisoners, just to make sure that nothing happens to either the prisoners or to her. She is
Alright.
just sitting on the ground, just doing nothing.
Does she look
1 second, please.
Alrighty.
Well, it's the purge, guys.
Yeah, we be purging. Actually, there's a fire alarm, so I will have to skedaddle.
Oh
And
no!
hopefully I'll be back soon.
Okay. Good luck, Candle.
Yeah.
Pick your cat.
Holo, if you could DM for me, please.
yeah,
You're
okay.
going place.
Okay, guys. So the whole tower turns out to be a mimic. And
No. Another mimic.
yeah. It's just like the SpongeBob movie. Where all the people are just like little parts of the mimic.
What?
But you've never seen the SpongeBob movie?
Great movie. Zari doesn't watch movies.
Wonderful.
Zari is not a film fanatic if she hasn't seen the SpongeBob
No, she's
movie.
uncultured.
Maybe. I haven't seen it any of SpongeBob at all.
Oh my
Don't
gosh.
talk to me
What
anymore,
are we even
Zari.
doing playing with her?
You poor thing.
I just
What is
didn't
your
when I
parent-
was
what
a
is your
kid.
parents do to you?
It was more of a choice. I didn't like watching TV that much.
A bad
Really?
choice.
I liked
I
reading.
used to- That's fair. I loved reading, but I watched too much TV as well.
I did not.
Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna put us on break, so we'll be
Okie
back
dokie.
when Candle's apartment
Not
or house
dead.
is burned down, and he's back.
Oh no.
Okay, well, we'll see you guys.
And we're back. Sorry I scared you guys. Fire alarm rang and I had third-degree burns, but yeah, I'm Canadian, so that's like 1.5, 2 max.
Oh my god.
Well, it goes down when you go outside because the coldness is just so severe.
Exactly.
You're fine.
We have more chance of dying by a moose than by dying from fires, so we're fine.
Wait, is that like accurate?
I doubt it.
Actually, I did see a statistic. I don't know if it's true. We're more likely to be killed by mooses than by terrorists here in Canada.
So, is that why you said there's a picture of you like full on squaring up with a moose that one time?
Hey, I won that fight.
Yeah, but the moose literally had a knife in his mouth, so I was just so scared for you.
Okay, 2 to 3 people a year are killed by in a moose collision.
Moose
Is that what we call it now? Is that a euphemism for murder?
When you drive a vehicle into a moose.
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, so this one's saying there's 21 fatalities a year.
Anyway,
Alright.
so
Anyway, sorry.
We went on a tangent, guys. If you guys are more interested in mooses in our D&D campaign, please type it in chat, and we'll transform this into a moose discussion. But in the
Or
meantime,
hop in our Discord, and after our campaign, we will have a moose discussion.
all right. So we are back. You, Father Gregory, and you guys are in the basement of the guard tower. You guys are looking at the half elf. Yeah. So I'm not sure what you guys are planning, but the guards are not going to let you guys enter the cell.
But I thought that they said that we could investigate.
You sure can, but investigation, they don't want you to risk the safety of the prisoners or risk an escape attempt.
You can cast detect magic at like. You don't have to touch a person to do that, right?
No, it's like a
I'm not
radius.
sure. What does it say?
It's like a radius spell.
Yeah, it's like a radius spell.
What's the radius?
It is 30 feet.
Yeah,
Okay.
hold on. I'm pulling it up.
That's fair. I'm not trying to be difficult, guys. So if you
No,
guys,
you're good. I just don't have it pulled up. I'm sorry. Alrighty. I mean, I can cast the spell if the dude wants me to.
okay,
So it is any presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense it that way, you can essentially know what the magic is too.
does it pinpoint the? Does it just detect? I mean, would it just tell you that there's
Yeah.
something within 30 feet, or
Yeah.
would you know where it is?
You would know where it is and what you see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in that area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Okay, let me just check something out real quick.
Yeah, Franklin obviously has no magic around him.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Magic
you do see several sources of magic. You see Father Gregory, which seems to be radiating radiant energy. Haha. Franklin also has is like entirety of energy basically. You sense your own energy, and you sense a very powerful energy emanating from the half elf. It seems to be enchantment. Cool.
Then I will turn to Father Gregory and say, Father Gregory, it does seem that there is some sort of very heavy aura of enchantment around her, as I suspected.
All right. I mean,
Is there a way you could remove curse, or is that the curse thing, or is that like a greater restoration type spell?
well, a curse, I would need to have physical contact with the individual. I could attempt a greater restoration from here. Is that what you wish me to do, child?
What would you suggest?
Well, I'm not sure what was done to this individual when she was processed. Was she searched? Do you suspect a cursed item or a curse placed directly on her?
Not necessarily. We weren't sure what to suspect.
All right. He will attempt to do a greater restoration, and he does so. It takes a few moments for him to gather his energy, focus his will, and then he just closes his eye, links his wrist towards the half elf, and you can sense a wave of energy emanating from his hand that's directed towards the half elf. After a few seconds, you see some life stirring inside her eyes. And then she like starts breathing very heavily and like seems confused and like shakes her head. Says, "Take it off! Take it off!"
Take what off?
And then she just her eyes go blank again, and she just sits there.
Okay, Zari knows what this is at this point. Would I know? Would Opal know what it is?
I don't know. You can make a. What would this be? It would be an insight check, maybe.
Could be Arcana to understand the magic.
Yeah.
It's completely up to you. I actually know what this is, and I have the spell to suppress it.
Okay.
So
make an Arcana check as well.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna. Did you say insight or Arcana, or do you want me to do Arcana?
It's up to you. I don't know exactly what you're implying or what you figured out. So
20 insight. I think it's the Gaius spell.
Yeah, I think it's guys.
Okay.
Guys spell. And it's a 20 insight. She said take it off too, which makes me assume that it's either some sort of enchantment or there's some sort of like item on her. Did I see? I still have detect magic going. Did I see a specific item on her pinging?
It comes from like her chest area.
Goddard, there seems to be some sort of problem with. It seems that she may have a cursed item on her. If at your will, you're welcome to search her yourself, but we need to search like her chest area. I am willing to do this if you are not, but this needs to happen. Otherwise, she is a dangerous individual.
What is it with you guys and cursed items?
I don't know.
All right, stand aside. No funny business.
I'm putting my hands up and I'm waiting.
You'll call out 4 other guards to come down and make sure that he's got you guys secured, and have an additional guard with him present towards the prisoner, making sure that he's taking all precautions.
Don't touch it directly, please.
Very well. What exactly do you want me to do? Unbutton her jacket and reveal her chest?
I suppose so. Or check her neck for a chain. Maybe it's an amulet.
All right. He will take a dagger and cut the buttons off of the small blouse that she has. And yeah, it reveals a silver-ish, kind of a white silverish chain with a small pendant on the bottom with a red stone.
All right, don't touch it. That is obviously a very cursed item or some sort of heavily enchanted item. Maybe use cloth or ask if Father Gregory here, who is proficient with these things, remove it.
Father Gregory, what do you think? I don't know. A greater restoration should have completely cleansed this woman, but if it's a very powerful artifact, it could have some lingering properties that re-enchants the subject.
Would you like to ask her? I can maybe suppress this for about 1 minute.
All right. How would you do that?
Calm emotions.
Fireball.
You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. When the spell ends, any suppressed effect resumes, provided that its duration has not expired in the meantime.
Okay. Sure. That's fine. That's a pretty cool spell.
Yeah.
All right, that sounds like a terrific idea. Why don't you go ahead?
Okay. I will drop concentration on my other spell. Detect, thank you. I was like, discover magic? Nope. And cast calm emotions on her.
Okay. She starts to blink more rapidly for a second and then takes long, deep breaths and says, "Oh, thank God. Take it off. Take it off."
Is there any way, is it cursed or will it charm us if we touch it?
It will charm you. Go
Is
take
there a-
control.
Is there a way to remove it safely?
I don't know.
Father Gregory, do you have any questions? Short. Go.
Yeah, Father Gregory is not going to ask any questions. He's going to take a cloth and just wrap the cloth around the chain at her neck and just delicately remove the chain from her neck. Like not opening the chain. He won't risk it. He'll just like take it and pass it over her head and just wrap in the cloth in his hand and put it in his pocket. The woman starts to get more clear-headed, and she stands up. She rushes Father Gregory, takes the amulet, throws it on the ground, and just stomps on it. Thank you.
The guards let that happen?
The guards are pretty shocked. Plus, she has a bare chest at this point with a very flimsy bra. And she kind of jumps up and down, so it's not a huge chest, but she has a nice cleavage, a nice bust.
Uh-huh. They don't
So,
get you very
yeah,
often.
the guards are very busy looking for any concealed weapons inside her bras.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
What is your name?
It's been so long. My name is Mamoa. Thank you.
You are very welcome. I don't know if there's a way we can acquit you or anything, but do you remember what you have done under the enchantment?
I remember it all. It was horrible. I couldn't stop myself. He kept whispering orders, and I had to obey. I couldn't do anything on my own free will.
Who?
It was horrible. Killraven.
Wait, is that DM question? Is that the name of the? That's the name of the gang. Is that like the gang leader?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And why was he attracted to you?
She was attracted to me. I was first captured as a hostage, but when she saw my talents, she put me to use in her own organization. I come from a wealthy family, the Cath House here in Ptolus. It's a very powerful and old family here in Ptolus.
Hmm. Are you all right?
I don't know. I've been under the spell for, oh god, all the days blur together, but I'd say months. It's been horrible. I couldn't do anything on my own. I slept when she told me to sleep. I ate when she told me to eat. I'd kill when she told me to kill.
That is awful. I am very sorry.
I even went to the bathroom in my own bed because she would not let me go to the bathroom. Or she forgot.
That is also very awful. I am very sorry to hear that.
Please kill her for me. She's horrible. I'll do that again to anyone she sees as a valuable pawn.
Do you know where they are?
I don't know. I've never went to the headquarters. I've been told that it's in Necropolis, in the Necropolis district, and I know there's a regional headquarters in Midtown, but they haven't used that in a while now. They believe that it's no longer secure, that the pill dogs are aware of it. I don't know if that's true or not. I know that Durant was looking to secure a new headquarters for the area, for Old Town and for Midtown.
All right. Would you be willing to tell us any information we may need so that we can kill her for you?
I was not given a lot of information. I was ordered to do some things, and I had to carry it out.
How did you receive these orders? Magically?
It came into my head.
All right. And what
But-
skills did you have that made you so valuable, and how did you learn them if you were part of an important family?
My family is very puffy and likes music and bureaucracy. I was never good with the piano or with the lute like my mother wanted, but I was good with the violin. I mean, not good as in playing it, but the strings, they did speak to me. And therefore, I picked up a bow and I was really good at it. And I kept practicing and practicing. And before long, I was the best in the Noble's Quarter.
That is very honorable. I'm very sorry to hear that this has happened to you. And I don't know if this is evidence enough to acquit you by any means, but I would love to assist in that matter.
I don't really care what happens, and I just want my family to know that I'm safe. They don't have to worry. That for this nightmare to be finally over, which you have done. Thank you very much.
Is there a message we could pass on to your family?
Tell them that it wasn't me that did all those things. I had no control.
Anything else?
And I'm sorry that they worried about me, that they were in my thoughts every single day.
Yeah, that's sad.
Is that what Franklin says?
That's not what Franklin says.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Was there any particular task that stood out to you as strange? Tom is also avoiding looking at her the entire time.
I was tasked with scouting and assassination and just gathering information most of the time.
Do you remember any of the information that you may have scattered?
It was mostly information regarding the pale dogs and potential targets for intimidation and for extortion for Killraven. You have to promise me you have to kill her. She's a monster.
I will try my best. DM, I am memorizing all of her features and the cadence of her voice right now.
Okay.
What a weirdo.
Shh.
She wants to draw her nude
Mm-hmm.
style.
It's Opal's fan art.
I mean, we're confirming Opals into girls now, apparently? Nobody knew.
I love that.
I mean, you confirmed that. I was just saying that that's your fan art.
Well, to be fair, you are a furry. Who knows what else you are?
My God, really?
Anyways,
You play a tabaxi. See what happens.
It's a backseat once.
so what do you think we should do?
Well,
Are you-
obviously, we need to hunt her down and kill her. Eventually. I think that it will take a very long time to infiltrate and take down the Killravens.
Also, talk to her family.
That is the first step. Guards, do you believe that what you saw here happened today? Can you attest to this?
Well, we saw it.
All right.
Can't really testify to anything else.
So you understand that she was under considerable control.
That's what she says. Look, lady, I'm not a magician. I don't know all this abracadabra stuff. I just put people in jail and make sure they don't escape. That's my job.
I'm just making sure that there is other
We
witnesses.
love how Andrew just does his job.
I'm sure that you do a very, very good job. Your job. Trust me, I have seen it.
He stands up a little bit taller, kind of proud of himself.
So we could go to Old Town, right? And then perhaps look for Durant.
Um,
And then we could also.
can I? You said the amulet was chucked on the ground. Can I study this amulet?
Sure.
I'm not touching it at all. I am just looking at it and studying it as much as possible, so that I can like try to memorize it. I'd maybe even draw a sketch of it at this
Benjamin's
point.
just gonna go up and eat the amulet.
So the amulet is kind of busted and dented. The gem in it is cracked. It's kind of it kind of looks like the freaking necklace from Lord of the Rings that the elf gave to the king, or I don't know what his name is. Aragorn, Acorn, the Acorn guy.
The acorn guy. Was that because she stomped on it, or was it did it look like that when Father Gregory pulled it off of her?
He was kind of it's tough to tell. You weren't in a position where you saw it. I'm not saying that to be difficult. I'm just saying that as a DM.
Okay.
So yeah, the shape is relatively same. You do see where it cracked and kind of like stretched and warped, but you can make out what it originally looked.
Okay.
Mostly, like you could
Okay.
make a sketch of what it originally looked like.
I will do that. Memoa, is that her name? Memoa?
More.
Okay. Memoa, did the amulet like originally look like this, just not dented? Was it like in good condition?
Are you giving her a sketch?
Yeah.
Or
She stomps on it too.
she'll give you a few feedbacks and make the sketch more accurate.
Alrighty.
That's the thing. I had it on my neck for past 10 months or so. I know it by heart.
Alright, so if I had the copy of it made, you could tell me if it was correct, yes?
Why would you do that?
You never know.
I think you should just tell the truth.
I don't know if it's a good idea yet. I just want to cover all my bases. Alright. We will do what we can, I promise.
Thank you. Thank you for freeing me. Don't know what it means to me.
Trust me, I do.
Thought I was going to be a slave forever. Until she grew tired of me and just disposed of me.
I'm leaving at this point. I'm very angrily turning around and leaving. I don't care. Like, I'll wait outside.
Okay.
I'll also leave.
Yeah. Benjamin and Samuel will follow.
Okay. Benjamin doesn't want to have a long heart-to-heart conversation with her.
What does he have heart to hearts about? Different types of meat? I don't know.
Me.
Okay, so you guys are outside the guard tower on the streets of Ptolus.
Before I leave, I'll press 5 gold into Father Gregory's hand and just say thank you.
Well, I didn't do much, child. You seem to have done most of the heavy lifting.
Yes, but it is your knowledge of cursed items that assisted. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
I'll make sure this gold goes to good use. Thank you, my child. And he just
Okay.
somberly.
I'm angrily pacing outside.
Yeah, I just angrily pace.
Are you okay?
No,
Why?
because it is it hurts me when women like this are hurt and used and abused.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think what we do best for her is to try to find Killraven. Mm-hmm.
I agree, but I don't want to be a part of a gang war.
One.
But I would like to kill Raven, whoever this lady is.
So I think we should go to Old Town, and some of us can go talk to her parents, and some of us can go investigate.
I can impersonate her very easily.
Okay. And so, should we do both, or should we just focus on investigating and then we can tell the parents afterwards?
I think that we should tell our parents first. And I don't know. I think that Phon is a little bit more of a pressing matter at this point.
Which gang was she involved in again? I don't remember.
The Killravens.
I think
The pale dogs are the Killravens are the ones that we've been after the whole time.
because I think if we
Durant's apart.
Yeah, I think if we investigate Durant, they may have information about her.
I agree, but I think that we need to go tell her family first.
So, yeah.
That way they know where their daughter is, as well as maybe assist her in getting out of jail.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
After all, she was under a spell, and I know how bad it is to feel like when you are under something, you do things wrong.
Okay, let's go tell our family.
Okay, so the Cath estate is in the noble's quarters. You have passed it on the way to Castle Shard. It is like kind of hugging the spire. It's a huge estate. It's like a huge manor surrounded by like feet and feet of just gardens and lush bushes and trimmed hedges. A very nice place. You are stopped at the gate by two guards and saying, "What's your business at Manor Cath?"
We have news of the missing daughter, Memoa.
They kind of look at each other surprised. Yes, what is it?
We know where she is. May I have a message to pass on to her parents?
They will whisper at each other, and one of them is just going to dash at the matter like full speed.
What did they whisper about?
You want to do a perception check?
Sure.
All right.
10. I could also read lips if that matters.
You are able to read the lips out of one of the guys that's facing you. This can't be true. You hear snippets of conversation, or you read snippets of conversation. This can't be true. This has to be quick. We have to warn Lady Cath. If it's true, it's a wonderful news. That's pretty much it.
Got it.
About 12 minutes pass, and a carriage comes to you guys full haste and just stops like a few feet from you. And off this carriage comes a beautifully elder half-elf lady. She has dark raven hair. She has sharp features, but you kind of start to see wrinkle lines here and there. She looks kind of wide-eyed and suspicious and hopeful and sad and joyous, all those mixtures of emotions, and just looks at you. You have news of my Momoa?
Yes.
Is she okay? Where is she?
I will do whatever bow greeting of royal nobility here that seems to be custom.
You gotta do a dab.
Is dabbing how we greet royalty here or nobility?
God,
You
I
don't
hope
know.
so.
You never asked Samuel. You gotta guess.
Nah, I'll just bow a little bit.
I'll let Samuel decide what would be the formal way to greeting.
Sit down. I can't
Samuel,
believe Shorty died.
I gave you a perfect opportunity, Samuel, and you're not even here to take advantage of it.
Or
Okay.
he's thinking really hard.
That
All
doesn't
right,
sound like
so
Shorty.
Lady Kath is just going to say, "There's no time for formalities. Just get on with it." Telling me.
Alrighty, so Momoa is currently in the guard tower in at Delver Square. But we captured her in the middle of a bit of a gang war. It seems that she has been under a very, very intense enchantment, and we managed to break it. And she is no longer enchanted. And for the past 10 months, she has not been herself.
You
So-
just this horrified expression come across Lady Kath.
Trust me, I understand, and I have a message for you. She says that it wasn't me and I had no control, and I'm very sorry for worrying you and that you are in my thoughts every day.
She'll just break down and start crying openly, weeping. Which guard tower? I have to see her right away.
I will instruct her.
All right, she'll say, Alphonse, please see to our guests. And she will just go back into the cart and just yeet and just like speed right out of the way into the distance.
I've never seen a carriage literally ollie off of another building before.
Alphonse is going to present you all with a reward. There has been a bounty. Well, there's been a reward for any information towards Momoa. I'm very glad that if what you say is true, you can come back and we will gladly pay you 200 gold each for this wonderful news. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. I guess we will return tomorrow after this has gotten to settle.
Alphonse is just going to deeply bow at you with a great sign of respect, and just you could see he's so relieved at the news. He's still suspicious that this might be a scam, but you just see like deep relief just exuding from him.
Okay.
So it would be roughly 11 a.m. at this point.
Should we
We've gotten so much done this morning already.
try to investigate Old Town to see if we could find a ranch?
I think that the Phon's disappearance is a little bit more of a pressing matter than rooting out and killing, the enemy of, or the ruler of a gang. That is going to take a lot of time and planning.
But
I'm very
it's-
worried that something has gone wrong with Phon.
It's an association with the gang. Perhaps I know information about it. I'm also not planning to kill this person.
Phon was hired by Phon's killer was hired by the Pale Dogs.
No, the killer hired the pale dog. The
Yeah.
person hired the pale dogs to put a
Yeah.
they
Oh,
say
that's-
hit. Basically, what happened is that this person contracted the pale dogs, and the pale dogs subcontracted a hit towards some nobodies to
Okay.
attack Phon.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just saying that rooting out and destroying the evil of a gang.
Forget what I
would-
said. That's
time.
why I asked sorry. If it was the Killravens.
Oh,
But I don't know. Maybe I got confused on what I meant. It's fine. My bad for not remembering. So Phon. Yeah, well, we kind of favor pale dogs.
I guess. They at least gave us some information, and we are kind of in good graces with them, which is nice.
Should we
But-
check their home first?
I think that
Her
would be the best
home.
idea to check her home.
Let's go.
Make our way to Phon's home.
Okay.
Making our way downtown, walking fast.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So on your way, by now you've seen the mood of the city is very tense. A lot of people are on the streets. Not a lot less than what a lot less than the busy hustle and bustle that was happening a month ago. People are just walking faster, like they have a destination in mind. Pretty nervous. So yes, you make your way through Old Town, and at Old Town, yeah, a lot of the houses seem to be empty. You get a sense that a lot of people just decided to leave Ptolus and go to their summer home somewhere else. You make a perception check, everyone.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Franklin is just bad.
All right, everyone except for Franklin and Benjamin, you guys do see a suspicious individual loitering in a small alleyway between two houses. He's kind of like leaning against the wall right below a window. He's like pretty far away from you guys. He's like 100 feet away from you guys, but you see him from across the street. And then you do see a small child just coming out of the window with a bag in his hands, and the man just helps him come down from the window.
Do we
they're bo-
recognize the kid?
Make an insight check.
22.
Hey.
it's your kid.
Yes, it is a mini Opal. No, you don't remember his name, but you do recognize the child as being one of the orphans from an elf
That's what I
elf
fucking thought.
orphanage.
Okay.
They both look around, and then they spot you guys looking at them, and they just dash the other way.
Franklin materializes a chancla and throws it at them.
Materializes a what?
Chancla.
Nothing.
Defending.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna run after them.
Okay. You want to? Okay. So how much?
Tom, I think that this is just them taking some gold.
You're
This is-
saying this as Tom has already run away.
All right.
All right. So what's your movement speed?
I have 35, and then if I dash, 70, right? It's math.
Yeah, and if you take your movement, that's 105. I'm sorry. If you take your action, can you use your bonus action to dash as well?
I can. Can 60 get me there? Or do I have to
They
bonus
were
action?
already 100. They were across the street, like they were 100 feet, and the streets are pretty big in Old Town. So they were already at 100 feet away from you guys, and they used their movement and their action to dash when they saw
Okay.
you guys.
I'll bonus action dash.
Okay. So by the time you get to where they originally are, they already ran around the house, around the corner, and you can no longer see them. I'm assuming you keep pace. You turn the corner and you don't see them. You do see a sewer grate that has been pried open. You do see several other avenues of escape, but you're not quite sure where they went. You suspect they went through the sewers, logically.
Can I investigate and see what they want? Just like footsteps. or anything?
Sure. What are you investigating?
Just see if I can see any like small footprints or like big footprints next to each other.
Well, the
Or crowbars
the
nearby or something. That
the
would...
streets are made out of cobblestone,
Oh.
and it has not rained, so you would not see footprints.
Would I see
you
like
don't-
impacts in the dust or anything?
No, sorry. Well, make a survival check.
Okay.
I won't say no because that's a bad DMing, so
Hey.
please do a survival check. No.
I assume they went down the sewers then, and I'll
Okay.
yeet
You look down the sewer and you do see running water. So you don't know just running water. So there is no like waves of footprints or anything of foot steps. You don't hear anything besides the rushing water.
So you said there's a sewer grate, and what else? Right?
There are other avenues of escape. There are alleyways in both sides of the road that you are on. They could have gone into other alleyways.
I'll try to follow the alleyway that goes in the direction of the orphanage. Oh wait, I wouldn't know that. Right. I'll just pick at random. There's just two options.
Make a roll a d4. So you're going into alleyways?
Yeah.
Okay. So this alleyway leads to a dead end to that. It seems to be the back door to a baker house. You do smell a delicious aroma of baked goods. Unfortunately, not donuts. It's just bread. Like different kinds of bread. There's rye. You could smell some delicious rye bread. You could smell some olive bread. It's quite. It gives you like a mouth-watering smell.
Okay. I'll try to go down the other path.
Okay. The other alleyways lead back. One of the alleyways lead back towards the street where the rest of your groups are. The other two alleyways lead to the next street over.
Go to the one that leads to the next street over.
Okay. You go there and it's just seems to be like a side street. There's not a lot of activity there. Nope.
Okay.
But you did like investigate several areas and lost precious seconds going to that dead end.
Yeah.
So whether they went through the sewers or whether they went towards the other alleyways, at this point you're pretty confident you lost their tracks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the group.
Samuel, did you know that one of your little sister's orphans was that guy like climbing out of the well?
No, I don't know most of her orphans.
The
I don't
well?
know any of her orphans.
The well?
Yeah.
I mean, we already knew that they were shady, but now we know.
All right, so
Franklin
are you?
saying something? Am I crazy?
What?
Did Franklin say something? Or am I crazy?
No, I said something. I asked Candle how old did those kids look.
Oh, this one. What did you roll? You rolled a 11. Yeah, I'm sorry, you did not perceive them. You did not realize they were there. But out of like, if you're asking as Rosario and not Franklin, they look like 80 years old. That specific child looked like 8 years old.
You ever just fucking rob a house during the day as an 8-year-old? That's really funny.
Yes. I'm just kidding.
All right.
Did you find them, Tom?
No, I think I had no idea what they were.
All right. Well, we know where one of them lives.
We did.
Yes. One of them was from the orphanage.
Do you think you'd be able to recognize them if we went to the orphanage?
Yes.
Okay. Because they must have been staking out the place, and maybe they have information about it.
Wait, this wasn't Phon's house. This was just a random ass house.
Yeah, it was a random ass house in Old Town.
Never mind, I misunderstood.
Like it was kind of here-ish. I don't know if you guys can see it on the map.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your stream can't watch it because Holo's a terrible editor, but The players can see it, no problem.
Fuck. You know how long it takes to edit this
I'm
video?
just kidding. Yes, I know. Holo works really hard.
We appreciate you so much, Holo.
Freaking spent my entire weekend editing videos.
We love you.
So I misunderstood. I thought it was her house, but it was a random house.
No, it was just
Tom
a
still
random
would
ass
have.
place.
Tom still would have chased after those kids. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go to Phon's house.
Sorry, but the idea of like one of the kids like pulling out a knife and the Phon just fucking, and then Tom like fucking falcon punching an 8-year-old.
Oh, that'd be great. Oh my god.
You'll never take us alive. Falcon punch.
You're just gonna see a child just like on a clothesline above.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so you head towards Fawn's house, which is on Crispin Street, right over here. Oh yes, it is. The area is a bit more run down. There's a lot more litter on the streets. Like not, you can tell that there's not a lot of maintenance that has been happening on the side streets. The main streets are relatively well maintained, but the side streets have started to deteriorate. Yes, there's a lot of Opal litter all around.
Excuse me, what?
Oh yes, what do you guys do?
Can we check out the house? Does it look like
Sure
anything
can.
happened there? Did anybody look like any signs of a break-in on the front door?
Nope. It seems like the door is intact.
And does it seem like there's any light in it or anything?
You can peer in the windows and it's dark. There is no light. There is light coming in from other windows, but there is no like man-made light.
Okay. Is there anybody on the streets?
There are people there is a neighbor that's kind of looking at you suspiciously inside of her own house, like curtains half drawn, just staring at you, frowning.
I'll turn and wave at her and like smile.
She'll close the curtains.
I'll skip over
abruptly.
there and knock on the door.
Okay, she'll open. Yes, what do you want?
We were curious if you've seen Phon in the past couple days.
No, I have not seen Fawn, and you could see her kind of like be suspicious, but also like have like kind of relaxed too.
All right, we were just having several people were worried about her, and we were hired to investigate.
She'll kind of look sideways and hushed tone and say, "Worried too. She hasn't been here in a while. I don't know what happened to her."
That is yes. When was the last time you saw her?
I saw her on Sunday. We both came back from church, and we said goodbye. And I saw her go into her house. It would have been like around midday.
All right, Tom. What were you asking?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Hmm.
I was gonna ask the same.
Oh, all right. All right.
You didn't see anybody enter the home?
No, she was by herself. Are you investigating her disappearance?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you find her. She's a gentle soul.
Trust us, we know we were the ones who saved her originally.
Oh, that was you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
But we're probably gonna go inside our house and see if there's anything like notes or anything left behind.
Any clues or signs of disappearance?
I was gonna say, wait right here, and then she'll go back to her house, and like a few minutes later, she'll come back and present you with a key. This is a spare key to Fawn's house. She gave it to me just in case she lost her key.
All right, this makes things easier.
Thank you.
I hope you find her.
Us as well. And if you find any information at all, will you please give it to Brother Fabrador at church?
Oh yes, of course.
All right. Thank you.
All right, so close the door.
Oh man, I was looking forward to picking the lock.
I mean, you could still pick the lock. I mean, you could just chuck the key and say "fuck it."
Nah, we'll use the key. We'll make life easier.
Benjamin's like, "Are you sure? I could destroy the door easy. It is a puny door."
Yes, but then we have to, like, put the door back together, and it's kind of a pain because you would be so strong that you put it to smithereens.
This is true.
Trust me, I know. I've seen you at work. Unlock the door. Let's go.
Okay. So you enter the house. It is You want to explain that role, Samuel?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay. So you enter the house, and it is it's pretty dark. You don't see much of what's happening. We have competing intelligence checks, guys.
I will cast light.
All right, so yes, you cast light, and you guys see much better. It's like a huge candle light has been lit, and you guys have no problem seeing everywhere. There is no sign of anything amiss. There's nothing overtly apparent that tells you that anything happened here. You do get a sense that, yeah, this is a pretty nice house. The neighborhood is quite poor, but the house is pretty well maintained, and you get a sense that Phon was living a little bit above her means.
Oh my goodness, her baby daddy was totally paying her off.
What's a baby daddy?
The one who fathered her child?
I've never heard of that term before. Wasn't it just the father?
I suppose, but they're like, out of wedlock, and it's like a bad thing and everything, so whatever. I'm snooping around everything.
I'll help.
Brooks, goddamn. Franklin is also snooping.
When did Brooks get in?
Okay, make investigation checks.
Oh.
Whoa, damn!
Jesus.
Oh my god. Franklin's the fucking worst. Franklin's just awful.
Oh no. Refresh your character sheet.
Franklin
Benjamin
opens
would
a
like to
drawer.
Only look for food.
Franklin opens a drawer, like looks under the sheets of the bed and says, "Okay, I'm done. There's nothing here." And Benjamin, you guys,
Benjamin's looking for me.
Benjamin
then-
only wants to find food. Anything else he does not pay attention to.
Well, so Tom, you find a note that is a nightstand right next to the bed. It seems to be fairly worn. Somebody has taken it out of the bedstand and looked at it and put it back. Basically reads, "To my dearest love, Phon, I will always treasure our time together. I hope you are doing well. I will do everything I can to support you. Love, H."
I'm so sorry. I spaced out. Can you please read it one more time?
No, Hollow has to read it because he has the note.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You don't know anything, Opal.
wait, I don't know anything. I'm so sorry. I spaced out on purpose. You're all welcome.
Burned the note.
Respect.
Benjamin, because he rolled a natural 20, I'm going to say he takes the note, smells it, and says, "This isn't food, but I recognize the scent."
Oh, does he? What scent does he recognize?
I don't know where it came from, but I'm sure I smelled it before.
Can Benjamin track scents? I don't know what this character does.
I'll say he has a more developed sense of smell just because he's a Minotaur, but nothing like a Bloodhound.
Okay, so someone named H that we probably met.
Yeah, but
Oh.
we don't know that.
Yeah, I'll tell
Benjamin
Tom
everybody.
knows that, but the
Tom
rest of you
is-
guys are like,
Yeah.
"What the hell?"
I'll tell everybody what the
Okay, but I actually was not paying attention. So
Pretty much, they said to my loving lover, assigned by H. That's it.
Yeah,
No.
he said that it said that he'll always take care of her. Typical
Okay.
love notes, out of
So-
wedlock love note stuff.
So what I said, something about the baby daddy taking care of her, was exactly right.
It was pretty
And
wrong.
also, apparently, someone we've met before.
Oh my god, Opal's the baby.
What?
It's her the entire time.
Well, I'm pretty sure that Benjamin would know by now.
That you're the baby daddy?
Yeah, if he tracks the scent.
Oh, you'd
Why
know
don't
it?
we just go to the church she goes to and look for someone with the name that starts H and see if Benjamin thinks they smell the same?
We should probably investigate that her work as well.
Oh,
Although I'm pretty sure that she disappeared like
it
Sunday
was-
afternoon or evening.
Benjamin
Have
said
we
it
met
was
someone with the name H before? Or with a name that starts with H?
Franklin.
I'm sure we have and just didn't think about it.
Oh,
Oh.
wait.
Franklin, isn't your last name start with an H?
Yeah.
Azura?
Yeah.
The H is silent.
Like, the color?
Azura?
Azura? It's a very heavy H. You like spit it out.
Jesus.
It's
Um,
somebody.
one- Or
Someone-
one standing inside is like, what the fuck? It's this guy. It's this guy. Are you guys dumb or anything?
Somebody in
we
the
met.
clergy.
Were any of the random priests that you brought? Or their name was
No.
like Greg and Bob and something? I don't know. They had like
Yeah.
really boring names.
Yeah.
And
And-
this person seems well off.
And
What?
the dude who is looking for
What is
His name-
Lord Severe's first name?
his name is Methul Watcher. Yeah, what's Lord Severe's first name?
That's a good question. Give me a second.
Do I
Must
know?
not be him.
I will tell you this.
Candle's just mad, I guess they're right.
I'm covering my tracks.
Yeah, he's like, let me change his name.
Lord Severe. His first name appears to be Lord.
Solid.
Respect.
Respect it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine naming your child.
So the dude said that the father is a man of the cloth, so he's part of churches. We have an H now. We should probably figure out when she disappeared.
Sunday.
Well, we suspect Sunday, but we don't know if she went to work on Monday.
They
Sorry,
said
I wasn't
that-
talking.
They said that they didn't show up to work those days.
No, they said that she didn't show up to work like a couple days later, for the kid thing.
Yeah, after Sunday, their work also confirmed that she hadn't showed up to work.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh yeah. And I don't know. I thought we should go ask there still.
Well, I'm just thinking it's because since we met, because Benjamin recognizes the scent.
Yeah, I
Alright.
mean, I think we should just go to whatever church she goes to and let Benjamin sniff everybody.
It might have not been their church. Might have been a different church. She might even left that church that she used to go to.
She's
'Cause-
sleeping with somebody, and you think she's going to not show up at his church and watch him preach his sermons or whatever they do?
Are they
That is a
priests
very
or are they
point.
pastors? I don't know.
Benjamin
I don't know
has
D&D.
been-
I don't either. So I mean, I don't
Pastors
know. How it
can,
works.
I know pastors
But
can get
I have
married.
to imagine.
Um,
Well, yeah, I have
Yes.
to imagine she would go to the church of the man she's sleeping with.
Benjamin has been to another church in the city.
Which-
Gestures to Opal.
Oh,
we didn't meet any men there.
we did.
So that doesn't mean the smell didn't come from there.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he didn't smell it there.
Very true. I won't put it past the people here.
However, it's most likely the church he goes to.
I would agree.
But I don't.
I don't know that this is a very good clue. We should probably figure out who Methul Watcher is and what he wants with her. But if we can figure out who the father is, maybe.
It has to be someone high in the church because of the money they have.
I agree. Although I don't know if that church seems like they have a lot of money.
Yeah, the church was struggling. I don't think they have the kind of excess money. I think that it used to be a church they go to, and they probably left the church off the scandal, went to this church because it's smaller.
Oh, that is a very good idea.
We could ask their neighbor how long she's been going to the church, if it's been.
I will
recent.
like sprint back over to the door and knock on the door.
Yeah. Yes. Hello. Did you find anything?
Question. On the
Yes.
how many years has Phon been going to this church that you like all go to?
Oh wow. Ever since she was born. I mean, her family brought her there. She's been there she has never missed a Sunday. She's
All
been
right.
there.
And who are like the main priests and people who speak? Like, can you name any of them?
It would be Brother Farbiter. He's basically the only priest there.
All right. Is there
There
any?
are nuns, but he's the only one that does any sermons.
All right. Are there any other like churches you have affiliation with that there could be like other super exciting people there?
Well, the Church of Lothian is the church of the state-sanctioned religion. There are churches all over the empire dedicated to Lothian.
All right.
I'm
Is
sorry I
there-
could not be of other help.
No, it's okay. I'm just like, pondering over things. Is there anybody in your church who like begins with the letter H?
Well, there's Hammond. He's a fisherman. He's been at sea for the past 3 weeks,
All right,
hunting
no.
whales.
Keep going.
That's That's the only person with an H that comes to mind.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not frustrated with you. I just really want to find her. Okay, thank you.
I mean, if there's anything else I could help you with, please let me know.
I will definitely. Thank you. I
All right.
will stomp back into her house, mumbling and say, "There is pretty much just like brother. What's his face?
Brother. What?
Farbador.
Did you ask what Brother Farbador's first name was?
I will groan and then turn back around and walk back over to the neighbor's house. I don't even reply. Just turn around and walk back over to the neighbor's house and knock on the door again.
He'll open the door and say, "Yes."
What is Brother Fabrador's like first name?
Well, it's Raymond.
All right. Okay, thank you. That's what I thought. I appreciate it. Okay, bye.
I'll kind of stand there confused and like wait a second to make sure you're not going to turn around again, and then
Opal does not
close the
care.
door.
His name is Raymond. It's not an H. Also, he's old.
Well, can we maybe ask her if she recognizes this handwriting at all?
Oh. Do you want me to just look like a fool? Also, that is like her private information. I didn't like expose anything. I was just like, hey, is there like who are the big priests and the big hoo-has in your church?
It seems
Okay, well, can one of us trace the letters that are on the page and make a different note and see if she can recognize the handwriting?
open?
This is a convoluted plan you guys are hatching.
It's funny because I can actually copy handwriting. Like, sorry, can.
All the power to you guys if you guys want to do that.
But can Opal?
I don't know. Opal doesn't have like proficiency with a forger's kit or anything.
So no.
I mean, I could try if you really want me to.
I mean, personally, I don't. I mean, she's missing. Who cares if we show personal information to find her? But if you guys don't want to, we can do something else.
Well, Brother Fabrador was like, oh no, we don't tell anything about that and blah 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 and everything. So I was trying.
I get that, but I mean, someone's life is not as important as someone else's reputation, in my opinion.
I agree, but maybe there is more at stake, and if we expose who he is, then there's like very bad things. So even if she comes back, would it be a life worth living?
Also, I don't know what it would do if we discovered this person. Because, I mean, unless they ran away together.
I honestly think that this is probably the same people who tried to kill her that are the people who kidnapped her, and also
Oh, why don't we just ask Brother Farber if he recognizes the handwriting? He already knows about it.
Farber.
We could, yeah.
Samuel is a man of average intelligence.
But they already know the identity.
He rolled a 12, very average.
Yeah, what was that intelligence check for? I want to know.
It doesn't matter. You already burst my thunder.
How? I'm sorry.
It's okay. I could have just said it, but I didn't know.
You
if
should have
Samuel
been
would
quicker
actually
on the
recognize it.
draw.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the right moment when everyone kind of forgot about everything, and then Samuel would just randomly connect some dots and propose a possible solution.
Do it right
possible
now,
outcome.
Samuel.
Do it right now.
No, it's too late. It's too late. Zari already said the same thing.
What did I say?
Didn't you say that you thought it was probably the father that did it?
I said that like way back in the beginning, which is why she was fucking pissed at us. I proposed it. I was like, "Yo, girl, who's your baby daddy?" Like maybe
Didn't you say
that's
it
part
this
of the
session,
problem.
though?
I did. That's part of the like I was
Yeah, that's why I
investigating.
didn't say it.
Oh, okay.
I think all this would be solved if we talk to the pale dogs. Honestly, I don't understand what finding the father of her child has to do with any of this.
I don't know. If they want to capture her, they would just give us information. Doesn't seems counterintuitive.
I'm wondering if she just maybe ran off with the guy. But if she ran off with the guy, then Brother Farbador Shorty wouldn't be worried because he knows who this guy is, obviously.
Why don't we just ask him if he can tell us if the guy is still in town?
Oh, that
Not
is
give
very
us a
good.
name. Because if
That
the guy's not in town, they probably did run off.
All right.
And then we can ask him if he recognized the handwriting on the note.
Well,
Perfect. And then Benjamin can sniff around.
They do know the person's like.
Yeah, he already knows who it is.
Why don't we just make him talk?
That seems a bit unnecessarily violent.
What, we can take him to like a nice steak dinner or something and see if we can get him to talk. I don't understand the issue.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god. I love Samuel.
Did somebody say steak? I like this man.
See, Benjamin's down.
Okay, let's go do what Samuel suggested.
Back to the church.
Let's go bribe the clergy, y'all.
Yeah. They're probably desperate for money.
Back to the church.
All right, so it takes you about 30 minutes to get back to church. You ask for Brother Ferbator, and he comes back within 5 minutes. Yes. Did you find anything about Phon? Do you know where she is? Is she okay? I'm sorry, what was that? You kind of cut off.
Samuel?
Oh.
What? I'm not the leader. I thought you were doing this.
Why? Use your idea.
Okay, Brother Farber. Did the guy who's the father, is he still in town somewhere? Because if not, she probably ran off with him, right?
Well, he did. He left suddenly yesterday, but I saw him off. He was alone.
Where'd he go?
He had business out of town.
Where?
He was pretty vague about it. He just said that he needed to protect the city. It was very important that he gathered more power.
Huh. But
All right.
So he's not concerned with the missing woman who's carrying his child?
At that point, Phon had just... At that point, it was on Tuesday. It was on Tuesday night that I realized she was missing when she did not come in to teach the children.
All right. Look, brother, I think that it is very important you tell us the identity of her, the father of the child. You can trust that we have the greatest discretion, but that is our next step. We believe that it may be involved, and that maybe he was threatened or something.
You can make a persuasion check if you want to.
Otherwise, I'm just going to, snoop around until I figure it out. Oh no.
He's like, I don't see what he would have anything to do with this.
Look, Phon just left town and then he left town after. What do you mean?
Oh, it's a coincidence. I mean, he left alone.
Brother, I think
and he had planned this.
I think it's important that we figure out who it is so we can learn more about the whole situation and see why someone might want to get rid of her. Why don't you let us take you to dinner and we can talk this out?
Well, I am pretty hungry. If you are paying,
I'm pretty hungry too.
I would never.
We can pay for you, absolutely. What do you want? You like steak?
I would never write off charity like that. I mean, a steak would be pretty good.
Let's go get a steak and maybe some mashed potatoes and some cheese and bacon bits on top, and let's see if we can figure this out.
Dude, that sounds so fucking good right now.
That sounds delicious. I mean, the steak will have to be well done. My teeth aren't as good as they used to be.
Absolutely. However you want it. I'll make sure they cook.
Dip steak and wine.
What?
All right, continue.
All right, should we go to dinner, everyone?
Or it's more of like a lunch, but we can go to fancy lunch.
Yeah, it's around 1:30 at this point.
Fancy late
Perfect
lunch.
time for dinner.
All right, so
let's
you
go
do
find a
find
steak
like
place.
a corner kind of restaurant, like a diner place, that would sell what you're looking for. It's kind of fancy in like a poor neighborhood. It makes the atmosphere is a lot fancier than what they're actually serving. What they're serving is actually good food, like very homemade food. But it's nothing that you. If this type of restaurant was in a better quarter, you would expect like better food. Just the way they act and the way they furnish the restaurant. But as it is, it's actually pretty damn good food. Very homey food.
Delicious.
It would cost you all 2 golds to actually a gold and a half to eat there if you wish to. And you would have to pay for Brother Farbador.
Yeah, per person. Or total? Okay, yeah. So how many people is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total.
7
plus 2.
7 total.
No, 6 total. 6 total.
Well, Benjamin counts for 2.
Oh
okay,
yeah.
fair enough. I'll just leave 20 gold so that they think we're good to.
They will give you the best table. Well, if you pay on advance, they'll give you the best table in the best area and then shoo away other customers.
Yeah, I'll pay in advance.
They'll even give you like a bottle of fine wine. They say fine wine, but it's like mild, like okay at best.
Yeah, we'll try and get him a
It does come in a very pretty bottle.
Try and get the brother a little tipsy before we go in for the kill, you know what I'm saying?
I'm very sure the clergy don't drink.
What are you talking about? Priests forever have done wine as communion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they casually drink. I think that's their entire thing.
I don't know anything about priests. This is
Well,
D&D though.
This brother does drink. I mean,
My
not
man.
enough to get smashed, but he is
Just
a little bit tipsy right now.
My man's getting lit.
Then I would like to politely explain how the more information we have, the better we have the better chance we have to find Phon and see if she's safe. So we do need to know who the father is.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
You love to see it.
Oh, damn!
Hey.
All right.
Sometimes
Well,
you just gotta wine and
I
dine
really
over it,
shouldn't
bro.
tell you.
Apparently.
I really shouldn't tell you. I mean, he is a very important person, both in the church as well as in the city. It would be Helmut Edelstein.
Helmut Edelstein.
Helmet doesn't start with H.
Okay.
Helmut, yeah, Helmut.
Will you
Helmut.
spell it for me, Candle?
Helmet?
And
Thank you.
Well, I'll assure the brother that the last time I saw him, he was stuffing his face full of steaks, so he couldn't have possibly told me the name.
all right. But yes, you have met this Helmut before.
When?
He was a judge at your trial.
I knew I should have looked.
Is he the
for him.
night? Wait, is he the next
Oh!
judge or the old one?
I wrote Elmit down, like ELMIT.
I have Judge Ivy written down.
He was the fair one. Ivy, according to Lord Severe, was the vindictive witch, and then Dane just doesn't. Those are my notes.
Dane was like asleep.
Yeah.
Dane's is just here to get a check.
Yeah, pretty much. All right.
Thank you very much, brother.
Please don't tell anyone I told you. It's a sensitive matter. As I said, there's nothing. I'm sure he's not involved in anything.
Tell anyone you told us what.
He's pretty tipsy, and he's just going to repeat the entire conversation. Please don't tell them I said that.
All right.
Okay.
I'll
It would
escort
be
the
roughly
brother home.
3
Or
p.m. at this point. Because you had a pretty
I'll
hearty
escort him
meal.
home or something, or the church, wherever he wants to go.
Yeah, he'll go to the church and pray for his salvation because he got drunk.
So, what now?
I'm concerned.
Apparently, he's out on business.
I am still very curious as to why this Mthul Watcher was hunting down Phon. I mean, obviously, if he is such an important man, then maybe that is why.
Wait, it could be that they're trying to bribe the judge using her?
Maybe. That is what I would think.
But yes,
But-
it seems way less likely now that they ran away together.
Why would they have tried to kill her in the first place and then just capture her now? Unless she's dead somewhere, which would be very unfortunate.
Do we know they were trying to kill her?
Those
Yeah.
guys said they were hired to kill her?
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to do here.
You guys figure out who?
Who's Mother Watcher?
Yeah, what do we know of Mthul Watcher? We don't know very much, I don't think.
There hasn't been no other information about Mythical Watcher that has been presented to you guys, and you guys are not making inquiries about Mythical Watcher.
Franklin did. He just rolled badly as usual.
Oh, that's right. I suppose we could go back to the church, but they cost so much money. I would much rather just like put my ear to the streets myself, but you know. Ugh.
It's to help save somebody.
I know, but
I
it
could
is
put up the money.
alright. Back to the Church of Liera, I guess, for information that's probably gonna be useless.
Anything can be helped.
I know, I'm just salty.
Salty?
Yes.
What does that mean?
Really, Holo?
Yes, I've never heard of this term, salty.
I am I am
Kids cover
angry.
themselves in salt these days.
Stop. I'm angry because usually when you get more information, then they give you actual information. But it seems that the people here in Ptolus don't actually pay attention to things outside their business, which isn't helpful.
And some people just like to keep themselves.
Yeah, but the church's whole thing is getting information. So
So we're asking the investigators.
I will huff my way back to the church because we're kind of in the same area. And all right, let's go get some information on this Mythul Watcher person.
Okay.
Okay.
So yes, you head towards the Church of Liera, and the same clerk / priestess comes to you with that smile plastered on her. Yes, how can we help you on this fine, lovely day?
No. We would love some information on the person,
Oh, and what person would that be?
Somebody named Mythul Watcher.
Oh. She'll ponder for a moment and furrow her brow, and then the fake smile comes back and says, "Oh, well, information is pretty expensive. You never know what I would know."
Yes, we know. How much do you want?
Well, I suspect 25 gold would be very helpful towards the church.
I'll give him 20 cents.
27?
26.
Well, you count very well, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise, young child.
I
You know your numbers pretty well.
put
He is
extra
not a
for
child, he
reason.
is an adult, and if you were a good priest, you would know that because there are such things as halflings. Okay, thank you.
Oh, you are a halfling.
Fucking get her.
Yes.
Also salty as fuck.
Yes, I am. I put that there on purpose.
I've never heard of the name Mythul Watcher, but that
Really?
sounds like a fake name. I mean, I have some knowledge in these matters. When people create a fake name, they normally modify a name that they already have that's familiar with them and modify it in some way.
Wait,
Perhaps
helmet
this
is
could be of
Mythulu
help.
Watcher.
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
It's right there. What are you talking about? No, it
Nah,
isn't.
it's not.
It's right there, dude.
Since Shorty said it is wrong now.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. Kidding.
All right, so what do you think?
What do I think about what?
It's an
You said that
anagram?
someone modifies a name, so what do you think?
Samuel snap and say helmet.
Yes.
Holy fuck!
Thank
What?
you. I wanted to say something, but Franklin doesn't fucking know anything because he rolled so badly.
Yeah, Rosario just messaged me saying, "I know what you did there the moment I spelled both names."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Zari's just very zoned out today. Usually I love this shit. Ugh.
I literally pointed it out immediately.
Yeah, he did. I felt
But-
like I had to roll for it because my guy's not super smart.
Yeah, but Franklin's the one who said it.
No,
Franklin
Franklin
is
didn't
not.
say
I mean,
it.
sorry.
Franklin
I
said he rolled
I'm
bad.
sorry. I confused Franklin with Samuel. Samuel's the one who said it.
All right, thank you. You have been very not helpful.
What are you talking
Well,
about?
if
That
you
was
need anything
incredibly
else,
helpful.
please see our church.
Ugh. If we ask you any more questions, are you going to make us pay more?
Only the fates and the Mistweaver will decide that.
I fucking love this person.
Thank you for your information.
You're quite welcome. Your fake smile never leaves and just throws you to the door.
Okay, I go.
Fake priest. Don't.
Aren't you the same priest that you are? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Are you? I never necessarily told you.
Yeah, but you recommended this church.
Yeah, because they had come up with very good information.
No, you
Doesn't-
recommended this church to remove your cursed item.
I trust them, or at least I did. They do good work. They just cost a lot of fucking money.
But this isn't your church.
You don't know?
He can. Mm. So anyways, so does that help at all that Mother the Watcher is
Well, that
as
means
Samuel
that
pointed out?
He
No.
tried to kill her, right?
yes,
Yeah, I think that helps a ton.
I do too. As I thought.
Oh wow, that's messed up.
I agree.
So let's go to helmets.
Do we really want to break into this guy's house?
I never said
No, that
break
seems like a
in.
terrible idea.
I said maybe talk to his wife and ask where he is.
We can do that, but I don't know that his wife is gonna give up his private information.
I agree.
This dude, maybe I should not tell you guys this, but I will anyways. He's not married.
I was also wondering if he was married, but I figured maybe you said it and I just missed it.
Oh wait, I thought you said the priest said it was out of wedlock.
Yeah, but that just means he's not
Well,
married
yeah.
to the person he has a baby with. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
he's married to
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. So it's not like a mistress type of thing. It's like a before marriage he got someone
Yeah.
pregnant.
Yeah,
This is
and
old
they're
timey rules.
obviously not getting married.
Yeah, I think probably because she's poor and lives in the slums is why he was hiding her.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know why, but the first thing that came to my head is like the guards finding him dead and coming to his house, and he's in that in those old timey "I killed my husband" robes.
Yes. I'm going to be completely honest with you all here.
okay.
I think that we should break into his house and, look around, look for means, because he obviously, hired the pill dogs to, kill
Pale
her.
dogs?
Yes, them, whatever.
I don't know. I think maybe we should see if there's an alternate way to look in his house before we break in, because I feel like if we get caught breaking into a house of a prolific judge, it's not a good look for us.
Who's to say that I'm going to go as myself?
Okay, but yeah, I guess you could go alone, but even if you go alone and get caught, you're just caught in a different form.
I mean, we could try asking Judge Ivy. Maybe?
No, I'm not talking
doesn't
to her.
Okay.
Well, she doesn't seem to like him,
Yeah.
and at this point, we know he hired people to kill Phon, so who cares about his reputation? So we could just expose him, and she'd probably let us in, right?
But what proof do we have?
We don't really need proof if she doesn't like him that much, right? Because she'll be all about trying to get him off the
That's not
stand.
necessarily true because Lord Zavir said that she was all about facts.
We-
And we have none.
Yeah, but you never have facts
Someone
before
can-
you get a subpoena. The subpoena is so you can go get facts.
We do have a note from him. That's evidence.
We have the note. She should be able to
his
recognize his
writing.
handwriting or compare it to his handwriting in his office.
And I'm guessing if we went into his
I would
I
like
do.
to. I
Yes,
would
Franklin.
like. I would like to point out she did discount facts because she didn't think that someone being of a certain age meant they knew much about magic. So I don't really trust her to be as logical as people think she is.
I don't agree either.
I mean, we just need. I think we have more than enough information to get a subpoena to look through his house.
I thought they only gave subpoena to guards.
We can get the guards to do it then.
I don't
Well-
trust the guards. I just want to do it
Why?
myself.
You don't trust the guards because of different guards? These guards have done nothing wrong so far, right?
You've been extremely useless.
I mean, they've just done their job.
They were
Not well.
They were
What have they not done
racist.
well?
Did you not hear the guy in there? We did this whole thing with the cursed item and blah 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 and free Momoa, and I was like, so now you can stand witness so that Momoa isn't stuck here for the rest of her life and can return to her family. And he's like, dude, we're just guards.
I mean,
seems like-
they are
it
just
seems
guards.
like
The
they-
judge has to let her go.
Yeah, but they're not even willing to help with facts.
Well, I think they didn't understand what happened
Fine.
because they don't know magic. I think.
Listen, if you want to break in, go for it. I'm not breaking in.
We will try it your way. and see what happens. Bring
I
the
mean,
information.
Could
I
knock on
won't
the door
try.
and see if there's a servant that will let you look around too. I don't know.
Good.
We did do it your way last time, Samuel. So maybe we should try Opal's way.
Yeah,
I
she
I
wants to
don't
break
think a
in. She can
servant
break
is
in.
going. I don't think a servant is going to let you in. It's kind of their
No,
job
but
to not do that.
I
I
mean, if you pay them the right price, they might.
and if I talk them up, I might. I have an idea.
Okay.
I mean, that's fair, but also keep in mind they are working for a judge.
Let's try Opal's way this time, to be fair.
I won't.
Yeah, she's more than welcome to break in. I'm just saying I'm not going to be breaking in.
I'm not going to break in. I will just try to speak with the servants and see what happens and where he is and like talk them up, and everything like that.
Okay.
Try convincing them to tell you where he is, or at least where he said he was.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's do it.
Can we like track down his house, Candle?
Yeah, well, just asking around, asking a few guards here and there. You could eventually get to his house, yeah.
Okay. What does it look like? Like how
Oh.
fancy we talking?
So his house is actually in this, between the South Market and Midtown. It's right here. It's not super fancy. It's a 2-storied house, kind of a normal townhouse that you would see in Middle America.
Okay. On the way there, I'm going to buy like a packet of muffins and like tie them all up and make them look pretty. And put a little note on it that just says "Love P."
Okay.
I'm sorry, my child.
Really?
Love P. I'm sorry.
That will be 25 coppers.
Okay.
Joey would have laughed at it.
Yeah, Joey probably would have laughed at it.
You would
25
still be laughing at it for like 2 more minutes.
I'm sorry that I didn't laugh at it with you, Holo. I
It's
apologize.
all good.
And then I'll all right, I'm going to like, disguise myself and then like go talk up the servants and pretend to be delivering this package and everything. So
Okay. And
Uh,
who are you disguising yourself as?
I'm going to disguise myself as just kind of like there's a lot of humans and half elves in the city, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna disguise myself.
Majority. Okay, so majority, it is like 60% of the population is human. Another 10% is dwarf. About 8% is elf or half elves, and then
Okay.
the rest are like miscellaneous.
Okay, so I will shift into kind of younger looking human girl
Okay.
with just like nondescript brown hair and like brown eyes. A little like looks like I'm a little bit of a kind of like a errand girl.
Okay.
So and then I will wave at my friends and run off to the back. I want to find like the back servants entrance.
There is none.
All right.
It's not a fancy house. It's a regular house.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll knock on the front door.
Okay. Some curtains on the door is gonna slightly creak open, and you see a individual staring at you. He's gonna say yes.
I have a package for Mr. I heard his last name, Eilstein. Is that right?
Yep.
Candle. Okay. I have a package for Mr. Eilstein. If I could drop it off, please.
What is the package? He's not here right now.
Oh. That's really odd. The person who sent it said that it was supposed to be sent with lots of love. It's just some muffins. Well, I suppose that you could maybe eat them. She'll be sad though.
Oh, it's okay. I'll keep them. I mean, he won't be back for a while, but if he comes back early, I'm sure he'll appreciate them.
And appreciate the sign, I'm sure. Oh, where did he go, if you don't mind me asking? I'm just curious.
He went out of town.
Ooh, was it some like exciting work? Everybody talks about how such a great judge he is and how amazing he is. Do you like working for him?
He's a very good employer.
All right. Where did he go?
Can
I'm
make
sure-
a persuasion check.
Okay. 9.
Yikes.
His business is his own. I'll take the package now. He'll open the door and take the package. He'll see the note and look at it confused and looking back into the house, presumably somebody else, and just say, "Okay, thank you," and just close the door.
Can I insight check that? Do I think that Phon's in the house based off that?
You can make you can make an insight check.
11.
Okay, so you can tell that the P does mean something to him, and he
Okay.
seems to be confused by it.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going back to my friends.
Okay.
And I'll drop it and like turn back to myself when I'm out of sight of the house.
Okay.
All right, so I couldn't figure out where he was, and this guy seemed that he's a pretty good employer, but he seemed really confused about the P that I put on the note, and then he looked at the back at the house all confused. So I don't know. I wonder if he seemed surprised.
Sorry. Why did you put P?
Because he signed his note H, and so I figured that she probably signed all of her little love notes and exchanges with the P for fun.
I thought Phon started with the N.
No, it's Phon. Candle spelt it for me one time.
Oh, I've been
Because I
spelling
spelled
it
it wrong.
wrong.
I know. I
Spelling
spelled it
the
like
animal.
animal, and Candle corrected me.
So do you want to try?
I wonder if she's in the house.
We could always check.
This guy seems like a pretty good person, employee, so I don't know how easy that'll be.
Can you knock him out?
Wait, what did you say?
Can you knock him out or something?
Me? Do you really think that I could knock somebody out?
I don't know what magic can do. What your magic can do.
I don't know what my magic can do sometimes.
Benjamin says,
Really? Do trickster clerics not get the sleep spell?
I don't think so.
That is weird.
Dude, clerics is sleep a cleric spell?
I think so.
It's not a cleric spell.
I don't think it's a cleric spell.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
mean,
don't see it at all.
Benjamin will say, "I'll knock him out," and he'll walk towards the door.
No, Benjamin, not yet.
I can bonk him on the back of the head.
I don't.
Someone else in the house, so you'll probably be seen.
There is somebody else in the house, I assume.
I mean, I can be stealthy about it.
We could just sneak in at night. Snoop around a little bit while they're sleeping.
I'd assume they'd have watch. Right?
I don't know. This doesn't seem to be a super well protected house like Lord Veer's.
Seems rather small. And that seems like a sign of. Is it is it just an average house? Or is it
Yep.
well
Just an
above
average
me?
house. It's not.
Is it slightly
not
above average
super-
or just completely average?
Oh, it's completely average. I mean, it's not super fancy. It's not super run down. I mean, it's like a normal house.
This kind of stuff seems like corrupt. Like they might be a corrupt judge if they're able to afford this normal house and also be able to maintain Phon's house at the same time.
Not necessarily. That is probably why he has such a normal house and not a I don't know. He's a pretty influential man from what I've seen and heard. I was a little surprised that he didn't have a bigger house.
I don't know. There's just seems to be something on.
I'm just a little confused as to why that he hired somebody to kill Phon, and now if Phon's the one, like, all in his house, why he's protecting her now.
Well, maybe we should. I mean, I think we should wait a night and then see who's in the house, or
Like, poke around the windows and see who is there.
Yep.
What do the rest of you think?
Does this involve meat?
They can if we wanted to.
And it is a good plan. I agree.
Franklin, is that
I will not be sneaking for the fact I am not very sneaky.
That is okay.
you can keep watch?
Franklin is going to be like, yeah, okay, whatever you guys think best.
Oh, Franklin's gone.
First.
Goodbye,
Can't believe
Franklin.
Franklin died. Okay. So I guess we'll wait until night and take out the house.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I think we're going to end this here. I mean, I have everything planned for what you guys are doing, but it's going to take a lot longer than we have right now, so might as well end it here.
Fine. I'm okay with this.
So yes, I hope everyone had fun, and don't forget, guys, that we have our main campaign tomorrow. So please tune in tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern time, because Pacific time is for sissies.
Wow.
So
That
yeah,
is for sissies,
Turn it
though.
there.
Wow.
Also, I thought this was the main campaign.
Yeah. Well,
They're both our main campaigns,
we
okay?
are we are slowly replacing them.
Good.
We are after all at 10 watchers, while Wanderer's
I mean,
Path
this is the
always
last
gets
week
less.
of Wondrous Path, isn't it? We're not
No!
playing anymore after this week, right?
Guys,
I mean, we've finished the whole storyline.
you're gonna make me cry.
We
This is
learned
not-
everyone's backstory. Everything's
Wait,
concluded.
is there downloadable content or something that I didn't know about? How much does it cost me?
Is there a
Yeah, you guys-
DLC?
Wait, you guys haven't seen the Rook skin where he's wearing a yellow suit rather than a black suit?
Oh, dude, I actually might have to send some money for that one.
Mm.
Do
you have
Is it like
He-
a rain? Is it like a rain suit, like waders and a raincoat?
Yeah, imagine the Zoot suit from The Mask.
And he's wearing a Nixon mask instead of his Dr. Rook's mask.
Fucking love it.
Okay.
Sorry,
All right,
continue.
I hope you guys had fun. We're gonna end this here. So everyone,
please-
shout out.
Stick around for the raid. We're gonna go raid a fun art channel.
Hey, can
Yeah.
you raid me tonight?
Sure, Shorty. We will raid you tonight.
Thanks.
Are you streaming right now?
I'll be
Everyone,
playing
let's
Sleep.
raid Shorty's panties. Yay!
Ah, you know I wore panties, Candle.
Anyways, I think we should all say goodnight, right, guys?
Okay, good night, friends. Stick around for
Good
the raid.
night.
Good night.
See ya.
Okay. We're